As Associate Justice, Supreme Court of the United States, you are one of the most prominent legal thinkers of our age. You champion a Constitution that is interpreted according to the intent of those who ratified the Bill of Rights and the Constitution. Undeterred by controversy and undaunted by criticism, you see the Founding Fathers as having crafted a document that is intentionally resistant to change. You venerate tradition and feel that the official robes and the majesty of the halls of the court add importance to the institution and add weight to its decisions. For employing your incisive intellect in interpreting the Constitution, for distinguished achievements in the academic, private, and public sectors, for encouraging the next generation to aspire to excellence and to work toward an age that may distinguish itself. By virtue of the authority of the laws of the State of New York, on the recommendation of the faculty, and with the approval of the Board of Trustees,
Rensselaer Polytechnic Institute proudly awards you the honorary degree of Doctor of Laws and invests you with the hood signifying this degree. Congratulations.
Thank you very much, President Jackson. I'm honored to receive this degree from this institution. I don't give graduation addresses. I have a firm policy against it, so you're not going to hear a commencement speech. But I'll tell you a couple of things. Number one, about 15 years or so after this institution was founded, there was a French political scientist who toured this new country, this new democracy of America, and he wrote a book called Democracy in America, describing to Europeans what it was like. One of the things he noted was that whereas in Europe any major enterprise that had to be undertaken would be undertaken by the state, in this country it would be undertaken by private associations of individuals who would get the job done. One of the reflections of that phenomenon, which existed then and continues to exist now in the American character, is the existence of excellent private institutions such as this. In Europe, almost you could count the number of private educational institutions on the fingers of one hand. It's distinctive to this country, and it's one of the greatnesses of this country. The other thing I wanted to say is very similar to what President Jackson told you. You have been awarded degrees, will be, for excellence of the mind, for knowledge. Our society these days worships knowledge. Education is the most important thing. Education is not the most important thing. If you think so, you have forgotten the principal lesson of the 20th century. Germany in the 1930s was the leader of the world in all aspects of the mind, in science, in technology, in music, in art, in education, in medicine. And it's that society that produced Adolf Hitler. Knowledge is not virtue. And when you leave here, I assume you will continue to acquire knowledge. You have to in any career in order to be successful. But you also have to continue to acquire virtue. My father was an intellectual. I'm sometimes, called the son of an immigrant. I'm the son of an immigrant who was an intellectual. He was a professor of Romance languages at Brooklyn College. And the only advice of his I ever remember, it was powerful because it came from this man who was an intellectual. The life of the mind was what he lived for. But he told me once, son, brains are like muscles. You can hire them by the hour. The only thing that is not for sale is character. So try to have both. You start off with a good deal of brains so you wouldn't be getting out of this place. But I hope you will also continue to develop the virtue which is what makes this a great country. Thank you.